Hello children, this is 4th standard maths, chapter 14, handling data. In this chapter, you will be studying about the representation of tally marks, drawing bar graphs to represent the data, and to get the information from the data represented on bar graphs. So children, let us study the first topic, that is representation of tally marks. Before studying about that particular topic, let me explain what is a data. Children, data mean it is a collection of numbers gathered to give certain information. Now, it need not be collection of numbers only. Now, you can see in this table here, there is a collection of animals. Okay, there is a collection of animals gathered by the zookeeper about the number of animals in a zoo. Therefore, it is giving the information that these are the number of animals that are in a zoo, and it is gathered by the zookeeper about this data. Now what we have to do is, we have to form a table with the tally marks. To form a table with the tally marks, children, we should have 3 columns here. Okay, in the first column, that will be animal. Here you can see there are number of animals, okay, like bear, deer, monkey, tiger and bird. So first column, we should list out the animals. Then second is, we are going to study, that is the tally marks. And the third column will be the number, children. So, to form a table using tally marks, whenever such kind of data is given, we have to form 3 columns. In those 3 columns, the first column will be the animal. Okay, since here there is a collection of animals listed here, therefore the first column would be the animal. If at all, in the list there would have been numbers or any collection of any other data, then that particular data will be mentioned in the first column. Here the animal is mentioned, tally marks, and third column would be the number. So children, the first animal that is included in this data is bear. Now, what does this tally marks mean? So children, come to the table of the collection of animals here. So the first animal in a zoo is a bear. Now in this table we have to count how many number of bear is there. Therefore, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it is 6. Therefore, children, in a zoo, there are 6 bear. Okay, now how to represent that number 6 using tally marks? Tally marks are represented using a vertical line. So as I told, we have bear, the number is 6. And the tally marks, I told it can be represented using the vertical line. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the number 5 can be represented using like this cross marks. Okay, children. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the number 5 is represented using this cross line like this, children. Then we want, it is 5, then this is 6, children. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. For the 5, this is a cross line, then it is 6. This is the representation of tally marks for the animal bear. Then in the third column, you have number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, children. Next come to the animal deer. So now let us count the number of deer present in a zoo. See here children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, there are 8 deers that is in a zoo. Now let us represent using the tally marks. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the third column, write 8 here children. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a cross line like this. Thereafterwards, 6, 7, 8 children. The next third one is monkey. Now let us count the number of monkeys that is in a zoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, there are 5 monkeys in a zoo. Using a tally marks, we can represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us write it here as 5 children. Next, let us count the number of tigers present in a zoo. Therefore, 1, then 2, 3, 4. Therefore, there are only 4 tigers in a zoo. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough children. 4. Okay. Next, we shall count the number of birds in a zoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, there are 7 birds. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth is represented using a cross line like this. Okay. 5. Then 6. This would be 7. Right here, 7. So children, this is how a table is formed with the tally marks using the data given above here. So children, there is one more way of representing the data. See here, in the first we have studied, there was a list of animals' names and we had formed a table using the tally marks. Now, the second method of representing the data is through the pictures, children. You can see in your textbook, children, it's page number 195. The same number of animals that is in a zoo is given here in the form of a pictures. And the data represented through the pictures is called as a pictograph, children. I repeat, a pictograph means representing the data through the pictures. Okay. So children, by identifying the pictures and here the number, we can answer the questions by counting these numbers and through the identification of these animals through the pictograph, children. So, through the pictograph, we shall answer few questions that is given in the textbook. So, children, the first question is, how many bears? Now we have to write how many numbers are there, how many bears are there in a zoo. So children, to answer this question, let us look on to the pictograph given. So children, you can see here, this is bear. And the number of bears present is 6. You can see here numbers, children, here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, till 8 it is represented. These are the numbers and these are the pictures of the animals. The first animal is bear and the number of bears is 6. Then the second is deer, children. Deer is 8. Then the third one is monkey. How many monkeys, children? It is 5. Then the next one is tiger. How many tigers? Look on to here. It is 4 children. Then it is bird. See. count these number of birds in this side, that is where the numbers are represented. So the number of birds would be 7 children. So now let us answer the questions. So children, how many bears? It is 6. How many deer? It is 8. How many monkeys? It is 5. How many tigers? It is 4. Then how many birds? It is 7. These numbers we had obtained as the answer through the pictograph. Then how many more deer than bears? So children, we have the number of deers is 8 and bears is 6. Therefore, how many more deer than bears? So 8 minus 6, it would be 2 children. Okay, then second question, how many more monkeys than tigers? See here children, the number of monkeys is 5. Then number of tigers is 4. So how many more monkeys than tigers? Yes, it is 1. Next, how many less tigers than birds? See children here, tigers is 4 tigers. Then birds is 7. Therefore, 7 minus 4, it would be 3. Therefore, how many less tigers than birds? The answer would be 3 children. Then, how many less monkeys than deer? So, we know that the number of monkeys would be 5. Then, deer would be 8. Therefore, 3 less monkeys than deer. Therefore, how many less monkeys than deer? The answer would be 3 children. This is about representing the data using the pictograph, and the first one was using the tally marks. This is about the representation of tally marks and pictograph children. Next we shall study about bar graph. So children, you can observe here the representation of tally marks. See here, answer the following questions, and that you have the first question. What does these representation of tally marks represent? So children, 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth line is cross line. Okay, then come to next. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Therefore, it represents 19. Okay. Then come to the second question. What does this represent? Okay. See here children. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The answer is 12. Therefore, children, immediately after the 4 vertical straight lines, one cross line is marked to represent the fifth line. The next topic is, children, about the bar graphs. You can see in your textbook, page number 196, children. This is the bar graph. So children, method of representing the numbers as bars is known as a bar graph, children. You can see here, okay, there is a vertical line and a horizontal line, children, in a bar graph. Where in this example, the vertical line shows the number of animals, whereas therefore, this vertical line shows the number of animals and this horizontal line shows the names of animals. Therefore, children, in a bar graph, there would be a horizontal line and a vertical line. Okay. Then, here you can see, children, on this vertical scale, from 0 to 1, it is a 1 unit. And in 1 unit, 1 animal is represented. Okay. Likewise, from 1 to 2, this is 1 unit where 1 animal would be represented. 2 and 3, it is 1 unit. Therefore, in this example, this is a vertical line and vertical scale is 1 unit. So children, between these two numbers 0 and 1, there is 1 unit. And that is called as a vertical scale. Therefore, in this example, 1 unit would be 1 animal. Then, you can see here number of animals in a ABC zoo. This is the title, children, and this is about the horizontal line and vertical line. And you can see, children, the numbers are represented as bars here. You can see here the shaded part here for the animals, bears, deer, monkeys, tigers and birds, which are represented using bars and which are shaded are bars, children. So, the numbers are represented as bars and such type of representation is called as a bar graph, children. So, using this bar graph and the data that is represented in the bar graph, we will be answering the few questions that is given in your exercise. So children, exercise 14.1 and the page number is 197. The first, A. Look at this bar graph. It shows the marks that Tina, Sonu, Meena, Monu and Fida scored in a maths test. So children, you can see here, this is a bar graph. Whereas in this bar graph, you can see the names of the students and marks represented using the numbers. So, by looking on to this bar graph, we shall answer the following questions. First question, what is the title of the bar graph? The title is Marks Scored by Students in Maths Test. This is the answer. Second one, what does the horizontal line show? I told students, in a bar graph, the horizontal line is this one and this is a vertical line. Horizontal line, there is a names of students represented. Then, what is the vertical scale? Now, this is a vertical line in which marks of students are represented. Vertical scale means, children, consider here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise till 10 it has been represented. Now, from 1 to 2, there is 1 unit of vertical scale. That means 1 unit is 1 mark, children. Likewise, from 2 to 3, it is another 1 mark. Then, consider from 7 to 8, that is represented 1 mark. Therefore, children, the vertical scale is for 1 unit, it is 1 mark. Then we shall move on to the fourth question. How many marks did Sonu get? See children, here there is a Sonu by name here. Then how many marks did Sonu get? Go upwards like this and see the marks here. It would be 9. Therefore, the answer is 9, children. Next question. How many marks did Meena get? So here there is a student by name Meena. Go upwards till here it is been represented in the coloring part. So come here and look on to this number. It would be 4 is the answer, children. Next question. Sixth question is, who scored the highest marks? So children, look on to these coloring parts of the students. See here, you can observe Sonu. Sonu, it is of 9 here. Then the remaining marks are lesser than Sonu here. Therefore, Sonu, go to the upwards and see the marks here. It is 9. Therefore, obviously, Sonu has got the highest marks, that is equal to 9. Next question, who scored the lowest marks? So from this bar graph, children, look on to these bars, children. You can observe that it is Meena. Go upwards and see the marks. It is 4. Therefore, when compared to other students, Meena has scored lesser marks. Next question, which children, 2 children got same marks? Again look on to this bar graph children. Come to Tina, it is 8. Same marks is again, it is of Monu. Therefore children, Tina and Monu have got the equal marks and the marks is equal to 8 children. Next question children. How many more marks did Sonu get than Meena? We know that Sonu has scored 9 marks and Meena has scored 4 marks. Therefore, how many more marks did Sonu get than Meena? It would be 5 marks, children. Next question. How many less marks did Tina get than Sonu? Therefore, Tina's marks would be 8, Tina's marks. Then Sonu has scored 9 marks. Therefore, how many less marks did Tina get than Sonu? It would be 9 minus 8. Therefore, 1 mark less. Tina has scored lesser than Sonu. And these are the answers, children. And the next question is B, children. This is children of different classes in a school took part in the annual day function. The bar graph tells us how many children participated from each class. Therefore, children, you can see the bar graph here. Okay, and now see children here, the horizontal line is about the different classes from 1 to 5 and here the vertical line is about the number of children in respective classes. Therefore, for class 1, the number of children is 40. Class 2, it is 45. Class 3, it is 20. Class 4, it is 40. And class 5, it would be 35 children. And vertical scale is 1 unit is 5 children. So see here, 5 and 10. Therefore, 5 and 10, this represents 1 unit. And in this 1 unit, there are 5 children present, children. Okay, next we shall answer the few questions. First question, how many children from class 5 took part? Look on to this class 5 children. Go to upwards and see the number here. It would be 35. Then, from which class did 20 children take part? Go to the number 20 here, children. Compare here. Yes. Till here the class 3 has been shaded and it is the answer class 3. Now next question, between class 3 and class 5, in which class did more number of children participate? See here, class 3 it would be 20 whereas for class 5 it is 35 children. Therefore, in class 5, the greater number of children participated. Next question, how many fewer children took part from class 1 than from class 2? Therefore, from class 2, the students was 25, in class 1 it was 40. Therefore, 45 minus 40, it would be 5 children. Therefore, fewer children that took part from class 1 than from class 2 is 5 children. Next, from which class 45 children took part? It is class 2 children. Then, from which class did the least number of children take part? See here children, again look on to this bar graph and this is the height of the bar graphs for the respective classes. Now, see the height of the toppest bar children. You can see class 3 which is a lower height when compared to other classes. Therefore children, class 3 is the least number of children participated. Next question. From which class did the most children take part? It was class 2. The strength is 45. Therefore, class 2, the most children had participated. So children, till now, by looking on to the bar graph representation by the data given, so children, by looking on to the data, we had answered the few questions. Now, read the given information and make the bar graph. The first bar graph is done for you. So children, here the first bar graph is already have been represented. Now, the question is, marks in maths obtained by children out of 100 in the final examination are as follows, and marks of the students are given here. Therefore, children, in this bar graph, see here, the horizontal line shows the names of students and the vertical line shows the number of marks obtained. And vertical scale is 1 unit is equal to 5 marks. Therefore, see here children, 1 unit is equal to 5 marks. See here, between 0 to 10, there is one more line represented, right children? It would be 5. Then it is 10. It is 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Therefore, vertical scale 1 unit is 5 marks children. Okay. Now you have to represent the bar graph. Tina has scored 95, which is already represented here. Now it's for the students. Sonu, her marks is 80. Till here, 80 is here. Till this bar, you have to shade children, which I have done for you. Okay, use your color pencils and shade till 80 between these two bars children. So no, between these two bars, we have to shade like this. Then it comes of Meena, that is 75. Between these two bars only you have to shade it till 75. After 70, one more line is there, it is 75. In this way children. Then Monu, it is 70 till here. Then it's Fida with 90. It is still here children. Between these two bars you have to shade using different color pencils. Fida is 90. Therefore Sonu 80, Meena 75, Monu 70, Fida 90. So between these two bars of respective students, you have to color like this. Second one children, it is number of children in different classes in Adarsh Primary School are as follows. So title is number of children in Adarsh Primary School, and the horizontal line different classes are mentioned, and in vertical line there is number of children. So children, 1 unit is 5 children here. Therefore, from 0 to 5, it would be 5 children. Again, we have to draw a graph between these two lines from class 2 to class 5. Class 1, it is 45. Class 2 is 30. Class 3 is 40. Class 4 is 35. And class 5 is also 35. So children, between these two bars, you have to shade till 30 for class 2, 40 for class 3, 35 for class 4, and class 5 it's 35 children, and 1 unit is equal to 5 children. Thank you.